My name is Cami Cothran, and I am the founder and educational director at PS. I started the school about 13 years ago. I had 5 students. It was a journey. I was the principal, I was the teacher, I was the HR, I was kind of everything. There was no ESA, there were no scholarships, there was nothing for these students. Our first year on our own in our own school building had about 60 students, and it kind of exponentially just grew from there as we grew into different campuses and then finally arrived to one large campus where we are today. My first experience with autism was working habilitation and respite while I was going to college. I was with a young boy and fell in love with just the uniqueness of everything about him and about autism. Just the coolest kid ever, and pretty much decided that I wanted to work with them, permanently. The autism population was my true passion. Every kid is different, every day is a new day. I really just wanted to create something where they could be themselves, where they would be understood. Every child deserves friends and birthday parties and all of those sorts of things, and it's just important that they are with peers that are like themselves. We started off as Pieceful Solutions, and that was the play on words. It was the puzzle piece, P-I-E-C-E. And a couple years ago, some of the senior students brought it to my attention and to administration that they were pretty passionate and pretty strongly felt that they didn't want the autism label to be associated with their high school diploma and their transcripts. They didn't want to have to explain what Pieceful Solutions was and why it was spelt like that. And because we see past the label and we, worked with the team and just, tried to come up with a name where we still wouldn't completely lose who we were, but that we could drop anything that might be associated with that autism stigma. So we came up with PS Academy, Arizona. I would say the most rewarding thing is meeting with the students, talking with them, seeing the difference you're making. I have to say there's several times where I'm trying to hold it together while I'm talking with the students, and they leave my office and tears just start coming down because you realize that you have made a difference. Maybe tiny, but for that kid, probably huge. That's what I love. That's why I do what I do. These kids just have so much to offer the world and society, and their potential is endless. It is an incredibly unique way of thinking. It is learning how to learn differently. Just maybe giving a little more support, maybe teaching something a little bit differently. Things that just come naturally to a lot of neurotypicals doesn't come naturally to those on the spectrum, but with the right skills, the right resources, the right understanding, they can get it, they understand it. It's challenging, and every day is different. I love the challenge and the mystery of figuring out why a student is acting the way that they are, or not learning something, or just really kind of getting to the root of that individual student and working with the staff and figuring them out and helping them in whatever way we can.